Hello, welcome back to Steve's Corner. NASCAR and spring training. Both of them getting ready to crank up, man. Right there around Valentine's Day, man. That's what I look for, the break point here, Valentine's Day. And then you got the Super Bowl's the weekend before. Well, it was the 9th of February. It's the Super Bowl, and then you got Daytona's the 16th, I believe. And spring training starts the week in between them. Man, it's a great time to be alive for a sports fan, I can tell you that. Now, I don't follow baseball like I used to, but I really would like to get started back with it. But man, NASCAR, man, I'm really looking forward to that. It's I was a huge fan of NASCAR back in the day. I really was. They started going to teams and stopping races at certain tracks, and they changed tire brands and everything, and it's not the same to me. They started bracket racing. I just don't really care for all that. I liked it the way it was. Back when I was a kid, it was called Grand National Racing. Then they started going uptown and trying to get worldwide with a regional sport, you know. And we never got anything around here on TV except for from Wild Water Sports, you know. We'd get the Firecracker 400 or something like that every year. You know, Daytona they would film and show on TV. The rest of you had to listen to it on daggone radio. You go through the summertime, every Sunday you'd see guys out working on the cars listening to the racing. Only track I ever been to and watched the race was Richmond. They come here twice a year. Then both night races now. They used to hold Richmond was the second race of the year every year. They'd race Daytona, then they'd hit Richmond. And when I was a kid, I always thought that was a crazy idea. You know, one day, you know, go South Carolina and below at least till March. You never can tell, man. Around here, it could be 30 degrees and 8 inches of snow, or it could be 60 like it was today. You know, I can remember them having to postpone them twice, I believe, when I was a kid because of the snow. We had snow on the track. But I've been down to Darlington. Didn't watch a race there, but I had to go by there. I broke down there one time. I had to go into town there to get a part from a car. My uncle drove me in there. I've been by a Daytona track. So I was right over there at Rockingham track back in September. That's something you can't believe, man. That's one of them things you have to see to believe up close. I mean, you look at it and it's, hey man, they're going in circles. But when you get down into the track and you watch how close them suckers are, how tight a pack they are, how fast they're going, and you see them brakes glow red at night, man, ain't no way in heck I could do that. Them guys are good, buddy. I don't care who they are. I don't care much for this new breed of racer we got, but you know, that's the way it is. I prefer them guys that are willing to put you in the wall. But as far as Major League Baseball spring training, man, I think it starts up like the 11th or 12th everywhere. Arizona and down in Florida. And then that's the pitchers and catchers. And then you got whatchamacallit starts after that. The full team squad the next week. Just before and just after Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is my cutoff around here. That's when I look for things to start changing around here. It don't always happen, but things start to moderate around here quite a bit about that time. And that's when I really get antsy to get outside and get to moving. You have a couple nice days like this, like now in January, late January, early February. It comes in cold again. You want to see somebody get the winter blues, Doug? I'll get it. But so I always wanted to go down for spring training. We got people who live down in Cocoa. The Astros used to have spring training facility down that way. Everybody's moved to the west coast of Florida now. Might be one or two still over to the west coast, but it wasn't actually in Cocoa. It was it's a little Titusville, I believe it is, where it's at down there. But my dad helped build that spring training facility. He worked there for the construction crew that worked on it. I think they might have been Colt 45s back in. That's what they were when Joe Morgan started. He played for them when they were Colt 45s. So, well, I ain't gonna be able to make it this year. 1 year maybe. But I'm hoping to get up and see Baltimore, watch them play at watch that stadium. I hadn't been to that new stadium. I used to go to old Baltimore Memorial Stadium. I've been there a couple times. But watched the Colts play, and I watched the Orioles. But I never been in that new stadium. So, but I'm looking forward to it, man. There's something about baseball season starting up, spring training, and Daytona that really gets me excited for spring to get here. I'm at a point I really, it's going to be building for the next 2 weeks, and so I don't know, man. It's a good time of year to be a sports fan, I can tell you that. I'm pulling for the Eagles. And be honest with you, man, I like to see the Mets win the World Series. I really would. Mets or Dodgers. I like the Dodgers real well. As far as NASCAR goes, I don't really give a rat's, but I can't even tell you 2 drivers probably now. I quit years ago when they made all them changes. Well, anyways, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your week the best you can. It's going to be pretty down here. And we'll talk with y'all later.